Hello everyone, my name is Yuenyuen Yu, and for my today's speech of innovation, I would like to talk about artificial intelligence. And to begin, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is actually any technology intended to mimic human abilities such as cognitive reading, language processing, the ability to make choices and to learn from data, and many so on. In fact, for most people, the first time they heard about artificial intelligence was probably in 2015 and 2016 when Google released their AI called AlphaGo and managed to defeat the top Go players throughout the world. It was an achievement that was thought undonable. However, AI had a lot longer history than that, and that its origin could be traced up to a century ago. Let's talk about this. In 1921, a play was written by a chess playwright called Wassum's Universal Robots. And in this play, it introduced the concept of robot, and it is the origin of the word robot, where in the play, it is artificially made humans. Also, in a movie at 1927, it pictured a artificially human girl which looked just like human attacking future Berlin. In the more modern histories of AI in 1961, this machine called Ultimate to the left was one of the first machines in history to work in a car assembly line and to organize parts of car onto a car in which a specific area that was difficult and dangerous for human beings. The program ELISA was made in 1965 and was one of the first programs that could communicate and talk with a human being, as a human can type its input and the computer would give its response. So what are some current AI in our current lives? AI technologies. There are actually many technologies and countless things that we could talk about AI. As I have on the PPT, there are communication, robotic, gaming, music, technology, medical science. There are so many aspects. However, AI investing into and analyzing, experimenting on these subsets of AI, such as machine learning, natural language processing, computer vision, these aspects of AI has produced many AI technologies that could be implemented into these fields of development. So some technologies are AI language translator, AI photo recognition, AI customer service, and AI face transition. So these are all technologies held by AI. So for the AI language translation and the robot customer service, they are all based on natural language processing. And for the photo recognition of the flower and the AI switch face, they are all the products of photo recognition. So for these two aspects, we can see that they are all very important and they can be implemented into many areas of our current society and development, especially for the translation and for the photo recognition that are included a flower, because there was a recent application really popular where you can take a picture of a flower and the AI would tell you its specific type. So for these two areas, as they are being developed and with higher and higher precision, the ability for them to implement and the effectiveness of the benefit that they can bring would become very tremendous. So let's talk about some AI in every day that we may not even realize. For example, advertisement. So have anyone ever wondered how does these advertisements become so predictive, precisely onto your screen? It's actually the thing that you're interested on. So advertisement actually relies on a lot of AI to do the work, and then the AI would try to discern the type of user you are based on many data, so they can get the right advertisement for you, so it's not a waste of resources. Also for social media and music stuff, they have preferences for your music type and suggestions or for people that you may know. These are also based on AI technology that search from your data and try to discern, for example, some people you may know or the type of music that you may like. Also, if you are a user of a new iPhone, the face recognition every day is also a part of the AI technology. Last, I want to talk about the future of AI. And the future of AI actually have so many applications that we can't really describe. It can be put into perhaps almost every single development area of the human society, but I'm going to try to name a few of the most important ones. So healthcare, banking, and retail service. In retail service, AI could be used to make a lot of decisions as well as analyzing the patients and predicting if a patient will get a disease or not. Also, by implementing AI, it may increase the precision of many actions done in healthcare programs and maybe even prevent up to 86% of the error. So for both banking and retailing service, it's very important because of the large amount of market possible for AI. As for both, AI can help to make many major decisions, such as business decisions in retails. And for banking, it can help to save security, it can help to increase efficiency and lower the labor required and so on. What are things we can anticipate in our near future? So with the help of AI, there's actually many things we can anticipate, such as decreased language barriers, as I talked about the language translation AI. Or there are two major investments that is done in, I know there is many investments in China on the auto drones in delivering packages and also done in Amazon. This is also supported by AI and possibly in the very near future. And also another topic that many people cares about, which is auto-driving cars, as it is another concept that develops together toward with AI and is possible in the very near future. And last, there is something else that might be utilized, and that is human resources. So with using AI, human resources may become a lot more effective as it can use big data to discern if a person suits a job or does it not. So today I told you about the history of AI, our current applications and of AI, and also the possible future of AI. Thank you for watching.